Hello student, I want to welcome you to MSE 608B, which is Management of Engineering Professional. This course is online, is an innovative approach to teaching you managerial skills that you need to have to be very successful in your future, in your job search, writing resume, doing time management, interview skill. The entire course is online, which means it's the self-paced class and you're responsible to follow the guideline, and there is no weekly assignment, and make sure you know that everything is turned in by the end of semester. And the textbook for this class is a custom textbook. I'm editor of this textbook. It's a very simple textbook, easy to read. There is another book that comes with this textbook. That one is for your reference. Mainly responsible for this textbook. Your exam comes out of this textbook. If you read the chapter, you have to summarize the chapter and those make your exam. In next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how you navigate the website and what is needed from you for this class. And if you forget, as most of us, we always forget, you always can go back to this introduction and watch it again and make sure you know what you need to do for this class. I hope you enjoy this course, and if you have any question, email me. Thank you. Mainly, this is the course website. I would email you the course website, and we use this course website for the entire semester. The only thing besides this course website that you need to know is Moodle. Moodle is a new open source communication tools beside WebCT. I think most of you are familiar with WebCT, but starting this summer, we are using Moodle. And you don't need to know Moodle because we have made it easy for you by making the link from course website to Moodle. So communication board, all your communication with me and with each other is on the communication board. Here is my home page, so you can click on home page and you see some of you have had class with me, so you know about my background. Some of you have not, so you can watch some of the projects that we have done on the news, so you get an idea. Some of the projects that we have worked on, a little about my background is on my home page, and these are the classes that I teach. And you can go back to 608B, which is the website for this class. Mainly, this course website is broken down to following section. Communication board is for your communication with me. One is weekly agenda, which you probably don't have weekly agenda unless there is something I would put it there, but this course is self-paced, means you have to manage this course on your own. And it's a very important concept of this class is managing engineering professional in your own pace. So it's important for you to time manage, self-manage yourself. Here is the link to Moodle website, which we're going to use for communication. And I'll come back to this when I show you the course content. Here is, you can click here for my email, and you click here, you're going to see all your emails, and here is what you would email if you need to send an email to me or send an email to your friends. So as you can see, all of you listed here automatically when you register for the class. Okay, and sources for the class, text sources. Course syllabi, so click on here on course syllabi, that's going to open up this course syllabi for you, already open. So I'll open the course syllabi for you, so you can, here is, I showed you the textbook, custom textbook. You need to have this textbook, and it's only available at bookstore. And mainly the component of this class is video lecture, audio lecture, and some PowerPoint text. So there is three components to this class. You watch some audio lecture, you listen to some audio lecture, you watch some video lecture, and you read some PowerPoint textbook. So you can read this information. It's pretty straightforward, and syllabus. Let me just go and tell you weekly guideline assignment that you need to do, but you need to follow that, but it's on your own. I maybe give you some guideline for every week so you don't get behind, but it's your responsibility not to get behind the course because I need all the information and what is needed at the end of semester. But let's look at course evaluation component. It's pretty simple. 20% is for your participation on discussion board, and mainly what this composed of. There is 4 audio lectures that you listen to those audio lectures. Each one of them are about half an hour, and you write about half a page report on discussion board. Then there are a couple of video lectures you watch, and you write about a half a page on discussion board. And that makes 20% of your grade, and any other participation on discussion board, your email and working with each other. You have one exam, it's 25%, it's pretty straightforward. From this textbook, I ask you to summarize 2 chapters in a PowerPoint format. And there is, the main part of the class is final individual project, which is 30%, 5% is presentation, which you can do it either PowerPoint presentation or you can do a video and you get extra credit. And the other 25% is your report. You can do it individual report or you can work with another teammate. 2 of you can work on a project, and I'll tell you when we get to that section. That's 30% of your grade. And final exam, 20%, also the same thing. And I'll give you plenty of time. You will have more than a week to do your exams. Same thing. I'll tell you 2 chapters out of the textbook and ask you to summarize those 2 chapters in PowerPoint format. So as you see, pretty simple guideline for the grading system. So let's first go, we went over course syllabi. Textbook, you can click, you can see the picture of textbook and information about textbook. Then there are some lecture notes. So you click here on lecture notes. Now, they are about, as you see, 17 lecture notes. Now, there is a textbook separate from this lecture note. Mainly your exam comes from textbook. These lecture notes are for your own reference. So you want to use this lecture note in order to do your final project. If you decide to do your final project on time management, I would recommend you review all these lecture notes. They're not that long, and you need to know how to write resume. You need to know how to do personal management, hiring, communication skills. So these are important, and this is one of the most important classes that you take, because that's the class that's going to help you to get a job and maintain a job. So I would recommend you to review all these lecture notes, but mainly these are for you to use as reference to do your final project. These final project guidelines. Now this is very important. I want to emphasize that for your final project guideline. You can see your final project guideline. Okay, we're going to post this thing on YouTube, so I have to stop right here because limitation of 10 minutes to post. So let's stop right here. This is part 1 of overview of the class, and in a few moments we do part 2.